Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So I know it's been a little bit since I uploaded a video, and that is because I was having some health issues. So I'm finally feeling good enough and having the time, to do these readings, because this isn't my only job. And so thanks to those of you who have checked in on me. You guys are the ones I do the readings for, the appreciative ones out there who give me support. You're the reason why I come back. It's certainly not, anything, certainly not for the big bucks, okay? So just letting you know that people have asked me about that, about should I start a tarot channel. They've called me up on Keen and asked me that, and we'll look into the cards unbiasedly, but often it is like, not if you want to make money. If you want it to be a hobby or something like that, cool. Some people, take off and things like that, but that hasn't been my experience lately. And so anyway, priorities, right? I'm going to prioritize the things that I need to prioritize. So with that being said, this is going to be a continuation of the Who Will You Marry reading. So check out my channel. If you haven't seen that reading, it's on the channel. If you didn't see that reading, that's cool. You can still benefit from this reading as well. You're here for a reason. You clicked on it for a reason, so there's something here for you, okay? But that being said, general reading, take what resonates, forget what doesn't. If it doesn't apply, let it fly, and all that. So we're starting with group 1. Actually, since this is like a sequel to another reading, you guys, for those of you who missed the first reading, I'm going to go ahead and give you some stones or something to choose from. You can choose from the timestamps, you can choose from the thumbnail. You guys know the drill. That being said, and the lighting, I'm trying something different, okay? My regulars will know that I usually have a really bright light on. Actually, I use the light on my phone. It's very bright, it illuminates the cards very well. But guess what? It also gets very hot. And when I'm sitting over here, shuffling my cards, it raises my temperature, it makes me uncomfortable, and we want me to be comfortable so that I can get good, clear messages for you guys. Also, just like the process of shuffling, using your arms, it uses more energy than using your legs. Did you know that? It's a little tidbit I learned in my physical therapy days. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But so yeah, I get overheated, so I'm trying this light. See how it goes. I would like a better light. I'll probably get a better light. I've been saying that forever, but just the resources are what they are. You can donate, links below, Amazon links, yada yada, if you want better lighting, or I could just go back to the other way I was doing it, who knows. So fool's gold for group 1, just regular gold for group 2, and red jasper for group 3. Pause the video if you need more time to pick, and I'm starting with the first one. Okay guys, so whether you're here from the previous reading, who are you going to marry, or you just want to know about, I guess the title of this video is going to be, what's your marriage going to be like. But I'm going to give you like a heads up on what came out in the first reading. So this is who you're going to marry, basically. These are the cards, the main cards that came out. We've got the Page of Cups, water sign energy. So your person could be water sign. We've got Sagittarius with Pisces moon. That's Frank Sinatra. And I did have a dream about Frank Sinatra earlier this week. In fact, since dealing with my health issues, I've been getting really vivid dreams that are really like movies, and they're very interesting to me. And some of the time it's cards or people from the cards. I had a whole reading that played out in my head while I was sleeping the other day, but that's besides the point. Anyway, old Frankie, blue eyes as he was called. So this person could have blue eyes. And this is basically talking about, being, your own man. What comes to mind when I think of Frank Sinatra is his song, My Way. I Did It My Way, okay? And I think there's some other more recent songs of that name. Fly yourself to the moon of your choice. See, basically like doing, following your dreams, setting your own goals and going for them. And you only get one shot at life, so aim high. So it's that kind of, New York attitude. Maybe this person's from New York, okay? So they might have children. We has siblings, or at least one. They do have a childlike side, nonetheless. Could be shy in love. I believe I said that in the first part of the reading. This is a soulmate, medium length hair. Did I say has lots of friends? He was part of the Rat Pack, so he had a ton of friends. Family oriented, balding, boy or girl next door, glasses, good looking, volunteer, helpful, shy, that goes along with that. Page of Cups, because you can be shy and outgoing at the same time, it's just depending on what you're doing. And wavy hair. Okay, so snapshot it if you'd like, and we're gonna go ahead and get into the tarot and find out like what the actual relationship / marriage will be like. Get myself situated. I'm going to use my favorite handmade deck, rather self-made is the better word, Art Deco Tarot. I definitely have a past life in the Art Deco era, 20s, 30s. To be more accurate, it's an alternate life. Had a dream about that was quite vivid the other day. So we're going to use this. If they want to talk, we're going to let them talk. So first off, and this isn't going to be a terribly long reading, I always say that, but I intend that it isn't, because I do want to do like a how do they feel for you type reading as well, since I've been away from the channel for so long, but I also have other things to do tonight. So, you know, I'm trying to manage my time as well as my energy. Not real sure what my energy levels are like at this time, you know, in recovery and everything. Alright guys, whatever questions you might want to know, go ahead and focus on that. For those who have tuned in and chosen group 1, give me a 5-card spread on their future marriage. Okay, we want to look into the future, like what they need to know. It could even be talking about like if you know this person, maybe some tidbits about, you know, this person, if you know them, and or the relationship, even relationship patterns, things like that. Again, general reading, whatever wants to come out is going to come out basically, but the intention here is, what is your relationship going to be like with your future love partner, with your future spouse? So for 5-card spread for group 1, there you are again, Page of Cups, and I believe, you know, this was the significator, meaning that was representing you over in the first part of this reading. So you must have strong water in your chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or maybe you're on the younger side or young at heart, or you're a studious person, whether you're in school or not. You could be like the type that wears rose-colored glasses. This could be a very new love, so maybe it is not somebody that you know. You could meet this person through volunteer work or doing some sort of work that is like humanitarian or helpful in that sense. 9 of Wands. It's coming across 9 of Wands. I'm just going to go ahead and lay out the cards overall, okay? And we've got the 5 of Wands here. I'm already not liking this. Okay, you have some karma with this person. Also, if there are children involved, you guys could be fighting over the children, okay? If this person has kids, you do. There's some like rough patch regarding that, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords, which is about communication, double-edged sword. Sometimes like somebody's too blunt in the way that they speak, or they'll tell you the truth, or you'll tell them the truth, whether you want to hear it or not, and it can come across a bit sharp. Now, normally I do my videos like a classroom where I'm like describing each card for those who are learning and stuff like that. It's just a natural tactic that I have, alternate life teacher. But, you know, in my private practice, I do just kind of lay them out, and I don't explain each card and just go with it. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards today. With that being said, I do want to backtrack a little bit to give you an overview, okay? Because you don't have a specific question. I'd normally ask like your question, and then we'd read the cards as it pertains to a specific question. We're just looking into the relationship. So you're going to wear rose-colored glasses towards this person. You could be younger than this person, more childlike, and or have a child. The relationship is going to be tough, Okay, it's going to, you're going to find it tough. I feel like you're going to find it tough because you know, I think that maybe it's going to start off like a whirlwind romance. If it's new especially, you could marry this person after a couple of months or just quickly. And then all of a sudden, like, it hits a wall. Things become, it comes to a point where, I'm hearing it comes to a head, so where you don't know what to do next. You get tired. It's like, kind of like when you drink a lot of coffee. That's that feeling that I'm getting, which I miss coffee. I haven't been able to have any caffeine. When you have a lot of coffee and then you're riding high and you get a bunch of stuff done and then it wears off and then you like hit a wall, so to speak, you fall off. You are deflated. You lose your energy. You're tired, right? You're just hanging on by a thin thread. That's what happens in the relationship, in the marriage at some point. So it could be very lovely whirlwind, you know, passionate, action-orientated, busy, you know, relationship to start with. Lots going on, lots of action and adventure even, you know, maybe travel involved. And then it hits this spot where it's kind of rough. And you're just kind of waiting to see, like, when is it gonna let up? When is there gonna be relief? I feel like this person is a challenging person to deal with. Okay, the card kind of speaks for itself if you can see that. I know the lighting's not great, but this is a bossy pants type individual, and so I feel like you are going to feel like there's a tough individual to live with, to deal with, and there could be family or other people around the situation, even workmates on your end or theirs, that make, you know, that get in the mix, that, you know, help to create some drama, some arguments. It does, you know, the Five of Wands is about petty ego battles, you know, nitpicking over little things that don't even matter in the big scheme of things, but just doing it anyway because of the ego. So this is something that this person's going to need to, you know, get over. They're going to have some conflicted feelings towards you, but their intentions are going to end those, you know, conflicted feelings. Okay. Yeah, definitely. They're not going to want to end the relationship. You know, this card is a dramatic, you know, symbolization of the Ten of Swords energy. I do like the card though. It fits the Art Deco era really well. Anyway, but they're going to want to end those conflicts because this person is a soulmate. Like we saw before with the other cards, the Six of Cups is a sweet soulmate energy, and then the Four of Wands is the twin flame or higher level soulmate energy, and it looks like you guys will be together for a long time, maybe for the rest of your lives, okay? And I don't say that lightly because, let's face it, honestly, most marriages don't last forever. But this one looks like, see how we've got the, you know, young couple and they become old together, okay? Even if the relationship were to end, you would become good friends and still be in each other's lives like that, as friends, like real friends, you know. So, but I don't see that. I see that this person's intentions are about ending the conflict, the petty ego battles, the arguments, whatever, you know, even if it's just on their end, feeling conflicted for their own little, you know, issues, that's going to affect you and be hard on the relationship, and they're going to want to, you know, stop that, put an end to that, because what they want is to be your partner, have stability, have a happy home life with you. They do want other people. I feel like this person brings other people around, like they must be close to their family or a few other family members at least, or friends, and, you know, they have people around. And so maybe at first, you know, those people don't like the relationship or just are giving drama to your person, and it affects their attitude. But what they want is the Four of Wands energy, which is a very inclusive. It's about homecoming celebrations, family, friends, reunions, like making up. I feel like some of you will even like have a, what do you call it, a renewal of vows, not vowels, vows, a renewal of vows at some point in your marriage. But the bottom line is that this person is going to want everybody to be happy. And that's why we have the outcome as the cranky husband, but also the fiery, passionate entrepreneur, and the Two of Pentacles, showing that this person is going to be on their toes. They're going to be busy, okay? And they're going to have a lot going on, especially with related to the practical details of life. And, you know, but this person is a very passionate person, and there's somebody that, you know, sees the big picture, and they want a relationship with someone that where you guys can be friends and have things in common. This is a very strong personality, a very creative thinker. They have, typically do have a lot of friends, a lot of hobbies and interests outside of the relationship. This is not going to be somebody that's hanging on, you know, I'm hearing hanging on your purse strings. So I feel like you're going to be doing okay financially, or this is not, they're not going to be controlling in the sense of like your money and stuff. I feel like they're also not going to hang on your apron strings and just like be in your, you know, they're not going to be codependent all the time, because they're going to have a life of their own. They're going to be very active and stuff like that, and having a life of their own. Okay, I feel that sometimes there's going to be some issues with, you know, one or both of you feeling like maybe somebody is being ignored, not appreciated, not receptive to the other one. And that could be related to, again, children, somebody spending too much time with their children, if it's children from another marriage or something. Not that that's a bad thing, but if it's excessive and in the meanwhile you're neglecting your spouse, then that becomes an issue. Or feeling like they're not spending enough time with the children, or just spending enough time on the sweet little relationship that the two of you have, because you have a lot of love with one another. With the Ace of Cups here, it's an abundance of love, and with the Judgment, this is going to be unlike anything that you've ever experienced before. And being with each other is going to teach you a lot about yourselves, and it's going to challenge you a lot to just have these wake-up calls to a new way of life. And I feel like, you know, once you guys make a decision, then you're good to go. I feel like sometimes though you're at odds regarding decisions about things that, you know, things in your life that you have to make, because when you're a married couple, your decisions affect the other ones, so you guys have to be on board with these decisions. And I feel like when you guys can't get on the same page regarding decisions, your spouse is going to be conflicted and argumentative, and that's going to be hard. But in the at the end of the day, this person is a loving, you know, a spouse who is wanting, you know, a happy, stable home with you, and just wanting to be happy and to be your spouse. And they're willing to, you know, juggle their responsibilities, stay on their feet, do what they have to do, and they're willing to make those decisions, even if it's something that, you know, they are not particularly happy with, because they value the love and the relationship and the family that you'll have together. Likely you will have children with this person. Free will, stuff like that. Don't have to, but that's what I'm seeing for a lot of you watching. So, very transformative relationship. Your advice here is the Six of Wands, and that is, you know, take off the rose-colored glasses, okay? If things are going well and your person has shown through their actions and continue to show through their actions toward you that, you know, they're down for you 100%, they're reciprocating your love and affection and attention, that things are really good between the two of you, then yeah, you can, of course, have fun, feel romantic, have those glasses on. But when push comes to shove, and especially when this person is being a little bit difficult, you know, don't be afraid to take on that challenge, because you're going to win your fair share of arguments and you're going to get your way your fair share number of times. But what it boils down to is supporting one another. And if you're somebody that shines bright, don't dim your shine. If this person is somebody that shines bright, I feel like they really do or are used to that. You know, don't be afraid to support this person's probably somebody that's going to need their ego stroked quite a bit and need that support and expect it. So that might be a point of contention between the two of you if they feel like you're not giving them enough attention. So that's the advice here. Other things with advice, yeah, just keep your wits about you. Celebrate the good times. I feel like there's going to be enough of those. It's going to be good. But also, you know, just know that this too shall pass, and then there will be more challenges, and then again, like in the future, it'll be good times again, and then this too shall pass. So just keep taking a step in the right direction, you know, little by little, and that should lead you to your spouse and your marriage here. So this is what I've got for you, Group 1. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It does support the channel and keep me coming back to do more readings. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is down below. You can email me, or there is that $1 for 5 minutes from Keen linked down below. Thanks for watching. Moving on to Group 2. Group 2, welcome to your reading. So who are you going to marry? We're going to look at that. That's from the previous reading that I did, linked to this one, and we're going to find out about your marriage, like what's that going to be like. So if you chose gold, this is your reading. What we got for the person you're going to marry is they're going to have dark skin, be the leader of the pack, or an Aries, potentially have that strong in their chart. They could actually be famous, literally, or amongst, you know, the community, straight-laced person, getting like military or ex-military, just kind of that attitude. We've got low self-esteem, so overcompensating, that's what's happening there, a little overcompensation. We've got some has children and sexy. Okay, this person's quite sexy indeed. I've got some other cards here, but I'm not sure if they go with this group. I think they do. Scars. This person could have emotional scars, noticeable physical scars, or both. Some of them are keloid scarers, if that's the word. You know, there's scars or keloid, if you know, you know. It's kind of like a raised puffy scar. Sagittarius could be strong in their chart. Thin build, okay? So those are some of those. By the way, these cards are for sale in my Love Dragon Oracles, link down below. We've also got the Queen of Wands, so there's some more Aries energy, also Leo and Sagittarius. We've got Prince, Gemini energy, and you actually got 2 of these cards come out, and some Aquarius energy with One Love, Bob Marley. So basically, this person's attitude is, as stated, do what you damn well like, but always do it to the utmost. This person is quite a bit extra at times. I feel like this might be their persona or their public image, so it could be their rising or their MC. Never lose touch with your colorful side. Your dream home lies outside of time. Okay, so it's a spiritual person, probably believe in heaven or other realms like that, and you could dress quite colorfully. Also, we've got a small axe can fell the tallest tree. So this is a philosophical person, and they also believe that, you know, they can handle big tasks, they can take on things and overcome. You know, they can overcome these big challenges. The fruits of Babylon are rotten to the core. So there's a certain irony to this person's personality, because I think they really do enjoy the spotlight and attention, but at the same time they also understand like how frivolous, superfluous, how shallow, you know, all of that stuff can be, and kind of judge that. Everything that is holy is among us here on earth. So again, that spiritual holy energy could be talking about a literal religion that they practice, or just knowledge of such things that they kind of live their life by, or judge themselves and others by. So get a little bit of a judgy vibe, not too bad though. I think this person is good in the sense that they value the earth and animals and nature and things like that. So I got also these cards, so some strong Leo energy with the Sun card, very positive, very fun-loving, somebody that, again, likes to be outdoors and nature, like to feel good, a healthy person, very stand-up person. I think this person has really good posture for some reason. This is somebody that's, you know, used to people kind of being jealous, wanting their time, maybe people trespassing on their life, on their things, on their, you know, just people trying to get, you know, something of theirs. So it makes sense if this is a popular person, well-known, or has a lot successful person, you know, then, you know, they will attract, you know, moths to the flame. They're the flame. So they're going to have to be defensive to protect what's theirs, and they will. They'll fight and overcome. They do take the high road, and I think this is relating back to what was said earlier about even the smallest axe can fell the largest tree. This person can be smaller in stature, like Prince was smaller in stature, whether they're a man or a woman, but I'm getting that particularly for women, and so shorter, smaller, daintier, but tough, okay? So also this person's been betrayed before. Sometimes their optimism has blinded them to, you know, people who weren't really their friends, or situations that weren't really good for them, right? Like somebody was stroking their ego because they knew that that would make this person like them, for example, and then that ego stroker, you know, basically stabbed them in the back, something like that. 3 of Cups. Also could have been a lover that did that to them with the third-party situation, but I think this is also referring to this person being a kindred spirit, someone with whom you have a good time, that you feel good around, someone that you're also going to be friends with, as well as married to, and somebody that has friends that are supportive of them, at least a couple of really true friends they have. So we're going to set this aside and get some tarot cards for you guys. I'm being drawn to this deck, the Psychic Tarot. So we're going to do a 5-card reading to find out what your guys' relationship is going to be like when you're married, what your marriage is going to be like essentially. So if you have any questions regarding that, anything you want to know, group 2, think about that. So for those watching group 2, what is their marriage going to be like with their person? What is a marriage going to be like with this person? Okay. Okay. This person doesn't always like to look within. In order to have insight, in order to know the best path to go, for your life, and this person doesn't always like to turn within. That's what I'm getting, because it takes a certain amount of sacrifice, means that maybe you don't go out with your friends and have a good old time that day. Maybe you don't go out and watch the football game. Maybe you don't go shopping or, whatever. Instead, you stay home and you read, you journal, you meditate, you just chill, you be quiet and you be with yourself, or you make a sacrifice doing something that you don't necessarily want to do, but you do it because for the big picture it makes sense and it's a good thing to do, or you're doing it for someone you love and care for. In those moments of sacrifices, when you often get epiphanies that are helpful in your life, and I feel like this person doesn't always do that. So let's backtrack a little bit. You're going to love this person very, very much. It's probably a new person that you don't know or you have not been with for a very long time, so that it literally is like a brand new person. You've never felt this way about anybody before. This is the kind of person that you're really going to love, and they're really going to touch you in your heart space. You're going to have a lot of emotion. Even if it's a negative emotion, you're going to feel it to the utmost. Okay, you're going to really feel this person. You could be having a baby with this person, maybe a little girl, not necessarily, but that's what's there. If you're a man watching, or I guess if we're being modern, a woman watching, you might be the one to propose to this person, but I really don't feel like that would fly because they're coming across as the Emperor. The relationship is going to be one of material and financial changes, okay? So that is saying, like, I think you're going to be challenged financially. So just because this person, or maybe even you, are well off, but we saw that this person could be, in the spotlight in some way, we can't assume that because they're famous or whatnot that they have a lot of money. They are the Emperor. It feels like they run their own business, or they're the CEO at their company, or they certainly have some potential for that, or like in their community they have a great standing, but that doesn't mean that the finances are going to be on point. So I feel like you guys are going to go without on certain things, and that's what I was talking about too a moment ago about sacrifices. I wasn't only just talking about like personal or emotional sacrifices. I'm talking about money sacrifices as well that will be needing to be made in the relationship, which could result in this person overcompensating by lost my train of thought. I feel like this person spends, quite a bit of money. Okay, I'm getting this kind of Aries energy. If you've ever met this type, hashtag not all Aries, that they can be quite spendy and they can get themselves in debt, financial debt, or I'm also getting school debt, doesn't have to be, but I think this person is used to living a really good lifestyle and being on top of things. So maybe you're the one coming in, you know, with a little bit of debt or something, and that's a point of contention between the two of you. But it is going to cause you guys to have some conflict in the relationship, where there is going to be some space needed in the relationship. Not talking about, you know, literal space, perhaps, maybe, but where you guys are feeling maybe not understood or feeling at a loss, or somebody's needing help but they're not asking for it. And it's probably this person, strong masculine energy. Most are here for masculines, but apply it how it fits. Doesn't want to ask for help, okay? The Emperor is a tough figure, father figure of the deck, and comes across that way. This person will respect you a lot, will take leadership of the relationship. This is somebody that's strategic, someone that's a planner, and they're going to do things their way, okay? Very tough individual. Could even have a little bit of misogynistic tendencies, where you're the little lady, so to speak. You know, could still call girls gals behind, you know, I was gonna say behind their back, but to their face probably. You know, that kind of thing, just to give you an idea for those who don't know. Emperor energy. But this person is gonna feel like your husband 1000%, maybe even a little bit like your daddy, okay? And how you're gonna feel about that's gonna vary. Yeah, this person, you make this person feel confident, and this person wants you to feel confident as well. So this person's energy towards you, even though that they're that tough, you know, energy, they're also a stable energy, and they do have like some creativity. I feel like you're definitely the more creative of the two, but this person's going to feel about you a sense of creativity, optimism, enthusiasm, like you're going to excite this person, and there's that sacrifice. They're willing to make sacrifices for you, okay? Your person could be a Pisces, and they don't have to, or they could have it strong in their chart. I feel like this person is going to be loyal to you. Hashtag not all Pisces, but I find, you know, that for a lot of my callers, especially recently, I don't know what's going on. Like the Pisces people have been dropping the ball quite a bit. But I feel like this person, maybe they're older, wiser, they are going to, I feel like it is going to be a sacrifice for them to give up on, you know, some of the things, like especially socially speaking, and yeah, maybe even in regards to romantic partners, to sacrifice, you know, that, and being able to just kind of do whatever the hell they want when they want to. But you make this person feel alive. You really activate their solar plexus chakra. A lot of times people are unfaithful, or, you know, overcompensate because they have you know, insecurity issues. And I think that came out, didn't it, in your guys' cards, like in these cards? Yeah, low self-esteem, compensating for that. So they have this tough front, and I think they are tough, but they have this low self-esteem thing, and so they had to compensate by having like a lot of girlfriends or boyfriends, or that's just an example, or just like being like the leader of the pack, you know, Mr. Macho or Mr. Popularity, and they're going to sacrifice that for the relationship because you make them feel so good. And you give them confidence. But they will consider a sacrifice. Like sometimes they're going to feel moody or sad that they can't, you know, get out there and be the way that they used to be. And that's why we've got the Seven of Swords here. So there will be some deception in the relationship. It will be related to the ups and downs this person goes through emotionally as a result of their insecurity. And so they're going to want to do things that make them feel more secure. And those things will, I feel like you're going to be the one that's picking up, like, what do you call it, you know, pulling a little extra weight at those times, although I feel like you're naturally going to be able to calm this person, able to handle this person, able to diffuse this person, and not like they're a ticking time bomb, but they are a tough character, not going to lie. And you're going to be able to handle them. I feel like you're probably very feminine, or you will be in this relationship because they wear the pants, but you are going to be the neck that turns the head. They're head of the household, you're the neck. You're going to know how to handle this person and resolve things peacefully. We've got Three of Swords. You know, some of you guys, I would have to say, you know, we'll get a card for you as to And we've got the spiritual union here as well. This person does feel like this spiritual union. But some of you, you know, there could be potential for infidelity with this person, like I said. Because they are going to feel like it's a sacrifice for them to have to give up on some of the vices that they had prior to meeting you and living their life. Now, we're not going to speak that into existence, but one way you can know if this applies to you, because it won't apply to everyone, is how insecure is this person. You're going to have to figure that out. With that being said, you know, there will be some divisiveness in the connection, but one thing that you can ultimately count on is that this person absolutely loves you and feels the same way about you as you feel about them. Like, if you really love this person, with you being an Ace of Cups, this person's Two of Cups feel like they actually love you more than you love them. Which, you know, you might be questioning, like, why the hell, you know, based on some of the other things that are unsavory about the reading, would this person love me more if they act like that, or yada yada. Because people are strange, okay? Like Jim Morrison said, The Doors, people are strange. But it is what it is, okay? So with regard to this person, though, you're always going to want to make sure, like, you're going to have to make sure that the bonds and the trust is there, and you're going to have to kind of revisit that on a regular basis. We're not being suspicious all the time, because that's no way to live, but where you're making sure that you can see through, and I feel like you can see through this person. Like, you know what makes this person tick. You understand why they are the way that they are. I feel like this is someone you've had, you know, alternate lives with, or currently do. Okay. And it's an old soul type deal, so you just kind of intuitively understand this person. I don't feel like this person's going to be able to pull the wool over your eyes. Okay. Again, there's some conflict here with this, and I feel like, again, like, this person could, you know, because they want to win the argument, they can be, you know, childish and, you know, say things, or maybe you will at those times, because they feel like they're missing out. FOMO, fear of missing out. You know, when you make a commitment to one way of being and one person, you feel like, you know, you're missing out on other things. It will create mental conflict and distance in this relationship at times. Financially, you're going to be better off. You're definitely, you know, going to get over that Five of Pentacles energy, or rather that Five of Wands energy. Was that Five of Wands? Yeah, I think so. Regardless, I'm reading it that way because that's what I'm feeling, and you will have abundance with fulfillment of wishes. Or is this water? I'm sorry, guys. This deck, this is why I don't use this deck that much, because it's different in its little meanings, but the 9 is about completion, and that was what I was picking up before as well, like old soul energy, completing a cycle, kind of getting, you know, an abundance of what you want. So that's what I'm getting with that. So let's get you advice. Yeah, trapped in fear. So just don't be trapped in fear. Don't lay there and play dead with this person. You know, you're powerful. You come out as, you know, fire sign energy and some other energies, and you're a tough person. You're going to love this person a lot. There's a lot of power and strength and love. So the advice here is not to worry and stress. And if you don't like this reading, choose a different reading. Manifest something different for yourselves. I'm pro manifestation, law of assumption, affirm, do the work, and create something better. But this is what's coming out, what you're aligning with right now. So bottom line takeaway is, you know, don't allow yourself to be worried. Don't restrict yourself. Don't isolate yourself, and don't trap yourself in something that's not working ultimately. If this is not going to work. But I feel like with the love here, because there's plenty of love between the two of you, there is going to be that light that you bring, and I feel like this person's going to bring you light as well, that ultimately, you know, you can work through any issues here and come out, you know, victorious. This is what I've got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It does keep me coming back to do more readings. And if you'd like a private reading, it's $1 for 5 minutes on Keen, linked below, or email me, linked below. And I will talk to you guys next time. Lots of major arcana cards here for you guys, though. No, I was right. That's Five of Pentacles. But I'm like, why is it red? Okay. Last but not least, group 3. So if you chose red jasper, this is your reading. So how will your marriage be? Let's talk about your marriage partner first. Quick overview summary. Wrong. This is for group 2. Group 3. This person has evidently black hair, brown hair, so brown, black hair, perhaps one or the other. Creature of comfort, getting Taurus energy here, Pisces energy, Libra energy, also ruled by Venus, just like Taurus is. Sun, moon, rising. Got sloppy because they're a creature of comfort. They can be a little bit sloppy, like, a little bit, wearing the sweatpants and the t-shirt and like just laying around, messy bun, stuff like that. Fun. They're very fun. There's that Pisces energy with the spacey, dreamy, but also getting air sign energy with that. Religious or spiritual. Freckles, moles. Material guy or girl. So really value like money, material things. Could even like Madonna quite a bit. Winning at life. Winning at life and alpha. So this person, it feels like they work hard and they play hard. It's like either they're on or they're off, either they look like $1 million or they look a mess. They could be Knight of Cups, particularly Libra, Scorpio, cusp, but any of the water signs, or you could be. We've got Beyonce energy here. Virgo, confidence can be the most powerful aphrodisiac. I feel like this person definitely has confidence in spades. That's definitely a part of their personality. And we've got Judgment. They could be Scorpio, strong Scorpio coming out. So this is somebody that is going to really shake things up. You're going to shake them up. You guys are never going to be the same after this relationship. I feel that things are going to change for the better when you get into this relationship here. And decisions that are made in this relationship will result in a transformation that's going to ultimately lead to something better for both of you. Meaning, not that you leave each other for someone better, although you never know, high divorce rates. But not getting that, what I meant to say and what's more important is basically that you change each other and become new people as a result of this. Also there are some extremes in this energy, okay? Because it's number 2 that goes with that. This person can be supportive, but they can also be very insecure. Insecure people can be dangerous, but I'm not really getting that. I say dangerous because we've got Kill Bill here. Uma Thurman, Taurus. We've also got the World here, so this person could be on the Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp or Capricorn 2. This person is someone that can be you might put this person on a pedestal. This person, or they could be a distant type person, or this is the kind of person that they will not F with anybody on YouTube, F with anybody that even remotely has a hint of energy that might bring them down. I'm thinking of strong Libra energy of a person that I knew who was literally like that. It didn't matter if this person was your friend or family, if they got a bad vibe from that person, even once, or something, was said they didn't like, then they wouldn't be rude, but they absolutely would act like they were not there. I feel like this person distances themselves from people that, have the potential to bring them down. So that might be something that they change in the future, or it might be that they become more like this as time goes on. And we've got 5 of coins, so financial struggles here, okay? This person could be suffering financially because they are a material guy or girl, so they might live outside of their comfort zone, have some credit card debt or something like that. I think it's important to this person that they live a comfortable lifestyle, that they appear to be winning, they have a reputation to protect or a certain image. They like to have fun, which is good, but if they're not taking care of their finances well enough, then it can result in that 5 of Pentacles energy. Or maybe this person is good with finances and you come in and the two of you like to have so much fun and do so many fun things that before you know it, you guys have drained each other's finances, something like that, right? So let's get started into how the marriage is going to be. I think we've kind of really touched on a lot of it already. I'm going to go back to my Art Deco Tarot because I love this deck, and I self-made it myself. group 3. So go ahead and think about what you want to know about your marriage with this person. If you have any questions, anything like that for group 3. What is your marriage going to be like? Doing a 5-card spread at the minimum. I pull a lot more cards than that, but at a minimum, what's the marriage really going to be like between those watching, the collective, and their person that they're here for, or their future spouse, rather. Some of you are here for someone that you know, let's face it, a lot of people come to readings with somebody already on their mind, hoping that, you know, the reader will describe, you know, that person or something. Very rarely does somebody come, like, purely with no one in mind, but we'll see what comes out. There's always the devil's advocates. I'm here for someone completely new. And then the cards tell on them. It's so funny. Anyway, and if that's you, cool. So, 5-card spread on group 3's future relationship. We got the 4 of Swords, King of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Justice. Getting strong twos. This person could have been born on the 2nd of a month, or their birth number reduces to 2. Could have been born on the 20th as well. So that is a number of extremes, but also supportiveness and relationships. So somebody that likes to be coupled up. They could be a serial monogamous. So before they met you, they were just in one relationship after the other. You know, some people can date and then go a while without dating. I feel like this person's not like that. This person also is about balance too, more Libra energy. Some fire, some air here. So that's what we're getting. This person's going to feel like they want to do right by you. They want to do the right thing. But there's a lot going on with this person. I feel like they go round and round with something. And it's probably their finances. You know, because of that 5 of Pentacles energy, not being the best off financially. This person wants to do right by you, so they're really going to hustle to improve the finances in order to just have a little more balance in the finances so that you guys aren't in a financial rut. And so we're getting that. Let's see. Okay, they're really not wanting to tell us much about this relationship, like ultimately like the big message here. So, okay. Now, you're coming across, like, in the marriage, you might be recovering or healing from something. So knock on wood, take care of your health. 4 of Swords energies talks about that. When you meet this person, you might not even like them at first. Or you just might not be in a place where you're open and receptive to a relationship. But you do come across as someone that, with the 4 of Swords energy, is, you know, feeling a little apathetic, like you don't care, feeling a little unfulfilled, or just like you're retreating. Somebody that likes to be, you know, likes to be alone. Okay, so I feel like it's a fiery relationship between the two of you. We've got the very passionate husband card with the King of Wands. So, and that kind of a relationship is a friendly one, but it's also one where, you know, somebody can be quite cranky. It's kind of a stereotypical card in a sense of the stereotypical grumpy husband, but, you know, it's your combined energy, so I feel like you both can get grumpy at each other. The good news is that it's not a negative card, but you guys won't see eye to eye all the time, and sometimes you're just not wanting what this person is selling. Like, you're not, whatever they're telling you, like, I don't feel like this person spends enough time with you. I feel like they're so busy trying to provide for you and to keep the marriage on track, and, you know, keep the finances, you know, good, keep the finances on track. They're not giving you enough attention, and I think sometimes you give it back to that person where you're just not giving them enough attention in return. And I think you guys are going to talk about these things, have conversations. I feel like there's open communication between the two of you. So that's going to be a good thing. There could be some gossip around the relationship as well. But I feel like you're going to have to listen to your intuition, and maybe that's why you go within or get time and distance from this person at times, because you are going to go within and kind of like listen to your own feelings about things. I think you're going to make a lot of sacrifices for this relationship, but it's going to be so much fun, and you know, there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to do, and you're really going to, I'm not sure, I'm going to see more about your feelings about this person. Pull another card. Your feelings are going to fluctuate. They're going to be up and down. They're going to be like super positive, but also sometimes they're just not there, and that's interesting to me. You feel like you're taking a risk on this person. It's a new path or some new risk with this person, and you know, sometimes it's just like, it's just unsteady. Okay, so sometimes when we see the Fool, we think of, or I think of, a relationship where one person ends up being more of the parent, and then the other one ends up being more of the child. One's always having fun all the time, and the other one's having to hold things down. And of course, that's not a sexy, healthy dynamic for a, you know, partnership. I'm not really getting that, although that could be true to an extent at times. I get that you guys are both kind of like childlike and fun and carefree, but in terms of what's in your heart space towards this person, we've got the Knight of Wands. I feel like you're going to feel passionate, and the passion is going to be extremely good between the two of you. Knight of Wands, King of Wands. Like the physical attraction is going to be on point, sizzling hot. But, and I do think you guys are good friends and love each other, and I feel like you do love this person. But sometimes your feelings are just kind of like, they, you know, you're not overflowing with a lot of sappy emotion towards this person. Instead, it's more like a fun friendship with passion kind of thing. But yet, you both are committed to the relationship. This person is certainly committed to doing the right thing by you as well. I could dig more into your intentions, yada yada, and be nosy, but I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is, yeah, you're going to make sacrifices for the relationship, and I feel like you are going to talk about your feelings when you're ready. You could be an Aquarius, somebody that doesn't share their feelings openly, or has a hard time understanding what your own feelings are, and somebody that kind of only knows what they feel when they observe their actions, like what sacrifices am I making for this relationship. And when you see yourself making certain sacrifices, then you observe that and say, observer card, observing your feelings. When you observe that, you say, okay, I realize that I'm really willing to do a lot here, and take risks and work hard and take action in the ways that I feel that I need to take action and put in work for it. So that shows me that I really do love this person, or I really do want this. But it's kind of like an afterthought. It's what's coming across. And if that's not you, cool. Maybe it's vice versa, but I'm sticking with what I said. So with the Temperance card is being your advice. It's like, you know, have a conversation. That's what it's about, you know. Don't always withdraw. Stay open to conversation. I don't feel like this person's the type that's going to be withdrawing from you. I don't feel like they're the type. I mean, maybe sometimes when they get butt hurt, and I feel like they probably do, because this person does love you, and they're going to love you, but you're just gonna be a little bit withdrawn from this person at times, and they're gonna get hurt. And so at those times, you're not gonna be able to communicate very well. But that's the advice here. It's like, weigh the pros and cons, make harmony your priority. You know, if you want to stay in and be, you know, do your own thing, you know, you could include this person in your alone time a bit more. So, you know, this is future stuff, right? You're like, well, maybe you're not like this now, okay, but if this is your reading, you're going to be like this in the future. This was coming through. So, you know, take it or leave it. And this card's advising balance, harmony, patience, self-control, moderation. So that's what it is, like balancing these extremes. This person comes across with some extremes. You come across that way with that Fool energy. So it's all about, you know, this is the card of the mature relationship. Aim for a mature relationship. Talk about how you guys can compromise, and so that not one person feels like they're always the one making all the sacrifices. And if your love languages are the same, learn those, and then like use those to make your partner feel heard, seen, and understood, and, you know, work it out. Definitely moderation in all things. Okay, this is what I've got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Please hit that like button and subscribe. It does support the reading. I mean, the channel, and support the reading. those two, it keeps me coming back to do more readings. If you'd like a private reading, my email is down below, as well as $1 for 5 minutes on Keen, linked below. And I think that's everything. Thanks for watching.